So where are we today? You could go to the next one. Allow me to share with you, in partnership with Map My India, another Indian startup, a heat map of real transactions by Indian consumers over the last 8 years. 99% of these are on UPI, by the way. If you just see the length and breadth of the country today is using digital payments. This has happened in 8 years. In sheer reach, we are now at over 50 crore users, and this is PhonePe alone. I'm sure that digital payments reaches even more. There's other players in the market. But just look at that journey. Let's go to the next one. In terms of merchants, and please note on the top left, you'll see when COVID happens, people start small businesses in the hinterland, you'll see the entire map light up. There is not a nook and corner in the country that does not accept digital payments now. This is happening in real time. And the first and second and third order impact of those digitization revolutions that are happening are visible. I'll show you just one more. So people know that PhonePe processes payments. This is a heat map of how insurance premiums are being paid on PhonePe. Just notice it's on a lag. You saw with the consumers, everything's red and really, really big numbers. Insurance is starting to grow that way. Digital lending is growing. So the penetration that we've made with payments and the data that's come out of it is allowing banks and insurers and AMCs to build products for the masses in a way that was unimaginable, honestly, 10 years ago, right? And that's the animal instincts of entrepreneurship and industry that we as a company want to sort of unleash. If you go to the next one, I think this is the humbling part. As much as we believe we've done good work in the last 8 to 10 years, our vision is to actually democratize progress for 1 billion Indians. Technology should allow us to reach there. Telecom has gotten there. Everyone's got data. Everyone's got YouTube. But as of today, we remind ourselves, we've just got to about 40% of Indians. Now, this data, for economists in the audience, this is our extrapolation of the tiering in India. It's 80-90% accurate. Our own data is accurate. As you can see, the penetration of digital payments in India started with the metros, started with the big cities. Most people sitting in this audience would all be using a PhonePe or perhaps a GPay or a Paytm or some other app. That penetration by COVID end had got to every city in tier 2. But the remarkable thing that actually happened during the pandemic is that revolution actually also reached our villages. Tier 6 cities are cities with 5,000 or less people. Tier 2 and below is about 70% of India. We're making progress, but we have miles to go. And I think that's our first North Star. We want to make sure that at least in payments, if not in other categories, we are able to light up India coast to coast, pillar to post, right? So 40% is where we are at. We have lots to cover.